Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your June astrology. Woo! It's a big one. We're back in retrograde season and we have the annual new moon eclipse of the sun. So it's all about going back, learning, grabbing the treasure from the past and getting ready to transform ourselves yet again. It may sound intense, but there's some lovely aspects this month, including Venus trine Jupiter. And also we have Venus in Cancer, making us want to nurture, and then Venus in Leo, making us confident. So self-nurturing at the beginning of the month, grabbing your courage and power as we move further into the month. Here's your monthly astrology. Aries, you divine creature. What a June we have. There's some really significant things happening. One great thing is that Mars is going into Leo, which is fabulous for us because it makes us super creative, passionate about life, and full of beans. We're like, yeah, bring it. And we're kind of really inclined to go after what brings us joy and makes us happy and makes us feel good. And we're driven to be creative. So that is brilliant. The other major news of June is that Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune in Pisces, is going retrograde, and that for us is going to bring about a great deal of introspection. Jupiter is normally about going out there, pushing your boundaries forward, opening up to new experiences. When Jupiter is retrograde, we need to go in, we need to go, okay, I'm going to go dive deep within myself to see what I need to change, what beliefs I need to let go of, and to regain my faith in myself. And it brings rich rewards, but it's internal rather than external. Let's talk about some of the other things that are going on and start at the beginning. On June the 2nd, Venus goes into Cancer, which makes us want to get down and cozy and do all things homely. We really, really want that kind of peace and security, certainly up until the 11th, when we're maybe more outgoing and more adventurous and more feeling the need to be creative when Mars goes into Leo. And also there's a new moon in Gemini, and it's the annual solar eclipse. You might have heard a lot about solar eclipse on other astrologers' channels. It's a big deal. This is eclipse season, and this one is revealing something to us. It may be information. It may be somebody's telling us a truth that had been previously buried. It may be that we have an awareness about something that we need to change about the way we're communicating with ourselves and with other people. But it is big news. As in a way, it can take away our confidence temporarily, or we feel that. It doesn't do it. We may feel a little bit of a wobble where we might don't trust what we're saying. But when that passes, we have this kind of awakening and a new dawn of being able to communicate. So look out and really listen, actually. It's not just about talking, it's about listening. If we, and I'm an Aries, so, I could definitely talk too much. If we actually do a bit of active listening, there should be some vital information for you. What else is occurring? We also have a fixed grand cross if you include the moons, which of course I do, because I think it's patriarchal not to. And this fixed grand cross is teaching us something. We're being stretched to learn about things in ourselves that we are kind of opposing and fighting with. And it's about our security and our sense of power and our sense of creativity and who we are in the world. And I believe that grand crosses really help us, in a way, become more of a conductor for the orchestra in our life, particularly with things that are kind of not gelling or are jarring. So look out for things to do with security, power, how we relate in groups and all that jazz. But ultimately, it's all good. We've got the summer solstice on June the 21st. And again, that is really the whole month, or a lot of the month is based on us wanting to feel safe and secure, learning to be safe and secure. There might be moving, redecorating, making big changes to the home and family. Then after that, on June the 22nd, UK time anyway, there's a grand water trine, which is it's quite emotional, but it also makes you super psychic. It makes you aware of what your feelings. You know, you don't have to be the warrior all the time. Sometimes you can go into that space of vulnerability, and it may be that you suddenly have all the feels, maybe some emotions that you have had buried come to the surface. But with that, because it's a water trine, it's a big emotional healing, and there's a gateway for us to come into our power, to trust our intuition, and maybe heal some stuff to do with the past when it comes to our family. Mercury goes direct on June the 22nd. Okay, it's in retro shadow, but it gives us, again, an opportunity to be clearer in what we're thinking. You know, things get very muddy when Mercury is retrograde, and that just brings about a sort of change of energy as we have the Sun trine Jupiter. The Sun is our self-confidence, and Jupiter is, even though retrograde, is in the position of kind of seeking spiritual answers, trusting our intuition, and that's where the treasure is. There's a full moon in Capricorn on June the 24th, and that is in our career zone. So how are you feeling about your career? The moon is going to shine a light and give deep insight into what we need to do next when it comes to our career and how we feel about ourselves in our what we do and what we put out there, and how we can transform that. Then we have another retrograde. We have Neptune retrograde, which actually helps us ground our dreams. So we're intuitively aware of what we've got to do, but we find a way to do it. We can work with that energy and ground it. And then Venus goes into Leo, which is fabulous for us. That's around the 27th. And again, we're buoyant, we're happy, we're excited, we're ready with Mars and Venus in Leo. And we're like, boom, bring it on. We can handle anything. Yeah, so it's a very creative month. Be cozy with yourself, trust your intuition, and dive deep within your soul, but trusting your power to navigate into this next phase of your life. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Don't forget to come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight, Michele with 1L, and on Facebook, where I do lots of lives, and you may even get a live tarot reading from me individually, Michele Knight Astrologer, and of course my website michelleknight.com if you want a reading with one of my fabulous psychics. So much love to you.